can go ahead, be seated. Thank you. Good afternoon, graduates, distinguished guests, Dean Wong, faculty, staff, and all the family and friends who are with us today and those that are watching in cyberspace. Welcome to the 2026 Doctor of Physical Therapy graduation ceremony, during which we honor and celebrate the Emory DPT class of 2026. I'm Dr. George Folk, the director of Emory's Doctor of Physical Therapy program and the interim chair of Department of Rehabilitation Medicine. I am honored and privileged to help lead the graduation ceremony for the class of 2026. There are many people that have supported you to get to this point. I'd like to take a few moments to acknowledge them. First, I'd like to thank our amazing faculty who have supported you during your time here at Emory. They are the foundation of our program. Their expertise and compassion are what make our program special. Next, I'd like to thank our administrative support personnel. We definitely couldn't have done this without you. And most importantly, I'd like to thank all the family and friends of the graduates who helped support you during your journey up to this point. Without their support, we probably wouldn't be here today. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I want to congratulate all of you. It has been a privilege for me to be a small part of your journey towards becoming a physical therapist. I still remember your journey at Emory during the first semester into the summer in the Fundamentals Clinical Lab. It has been amazing to see your growth as a professional over the past 3 years. Time has gone by quickly, although maybe not quickly enough some of the times. There are reasons these graduation ceremonies are referred to as commencement exercises. It is because today is the day you commence the next steps in your journey as a healthcare provider. This is probably exciting and maybe a little bit frightening at the same time. Be assured that the education you've garnered at Emory, combined with your grit and compassion, have prepared you well to enter clinical practice. You possess the foundational knowledge, skills, and attributes to be a successful doctor of physical therapy, to serve your patients and our communities. We know you're ready and hope you'll stay in touch and share your accomplishments with us. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to introduce and welcome Dr. Sandra Wong, the Dean of the School of Medicine.
Well, good afternoon. I'd like to start my very brief comments by simply saying how excited and humbled I am to join you on this really special occasion. Standing here, I look out at our graduates, a wonderfully passionate and compassionate group of new physical therapists. I also see the people who've supported them along the way. You're all here, family, friends, staff, and faculty. So I'd like to just take a quick moment and thank all of them again. Graduates, we're so proud of you. We're here to celebrate your accomplishments. You collectively represent the best of Emory. You really do. As you leave here, remember all the lessons you've learned here. Most importantly, remember lifelong learning. Learn from your patients, learn from your peers. We learn when things go right. In many ways, those events are reinforcing. We also remember to learn when things don't go as expected. We learn how to do things better the next time around. I encourage all of you to stay curious. This is how growth and discovery really work. Many of you are familiar with the poet Maya Angelou's famous quote, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." She was really able to encapsulate the power of human connection. As all of you seek to have impact on our world, I add a short corollary to that quote. Just remember, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I know that you will all go out and accomplish so much. I really look forward to that. We're also lucky to be in the medical profession. We have a really humbling job of caring for others, and I know you'll do that life's work with passion and with pride. I'm so excited to see what you'll go on to do. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Wong. Now I'd like to introduce and welcome Rabbi Jordan Browning, who will deliver the invocation for us.
In a world that can sometimes feel unhealthy or broken or misaligned, we are grateful for those who have dedicated years of their lives learning to bring vitality, wholeness, and uprightness to those they encounter. This is the end of a long road of study, and of course it is also a beginning. Our sacred traditions teach that such places of in-betweenness, moments of transition in life, they are holy places, full of blessing and worthy of gratitude. So inspired by the words of the Psalms, Hine matov umanayim, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to be together. I invite you, the graduates, to look around at each other, to see your classmates and teachers. You can really look at each other. Go ahead. And then I encourage you to let your gaze sweep beyond those nearest to you and to see the family and friends, the supporters who are here to celebrate you. How good and how pleasant it is for us to be together. And of course, we remember those who are not here, those geographically distant, and those who have moved on from this world. We welcome in their loving presence. They have shaped you. Even in their absence, they are here with you. So now we take a moment to express our hopes in the words of prayer. Dear God, bless us in this gathering. Allow the pride and the gladness to spill forth beyond this space. Our cups are overflowing. Give these graduates who have dedicated their time and their energy to the study of physical therapy the surety and the confidence to do what they have been trained to do. Give them patience in unsteady times. Give them strength and fortitude so that they can transmit the sense of resilience to those who they serve. Whether we are religious or not, allow us to have faith in humanity's goodness. Help us believe in the possibility of people helping people. Remind us, dear one, that we all have a role to play in fixing the brokenness of the world. May our graduates, each in their own way, set about in doing the holy work of fixing. And let us all say, Amen.
It is my distinct honor to introduce today's commencement speaker, Dr. Zohair Kapasi, a visionary leader, accomplished academic, and champion of excellence in physical therapy education. Dr. Kapasi received his bachelor's and master's degree in physical therapy from the University of Bombay in India and a PhD in anatomy and immunobiology, sorry about that, Zohair, from the Medical College of Virginia, and an executive MBA from the Goizeta Business School here at Emory University. He also did postdoctoral work in immunology at the Basel Institute for Immunology in Switzerland. Currently, Dr. Kapasi serves as the Dean of the College of Health Professions at the Medical University of South Carolina. Prior to that, Dr. Kapasi was a faculty member and the director of the Division of Physical Therapy here in the School of Medicine at Emory University. where his commitment to innovation, interprofessional collaboration, and student success left an enduring mark. So although you may not know Dr. Kapasi, he really has had a significant impact on your education through his mentoring of many of our current faculty and in the ongoing development of the program during his time at Emory. Throughout his career, Dr. Kapasi has been dedicated to advancing the profession, mentoring future leaders, and shaping healthcare delivery through education. He has served in numerous professional roles at the national level, where he has positively influenced our profession. These include serving on the editorial board of the Journal of Humanities and Rehabilitation, the board of directors of the American Council of Academic Physical Therapy, and currently he serves on the board of directors of the American Physical Therapy Association as the treasurer. In 2019, I was fortunate to be on the same stage as Dr. Kapasi when he became a Catherine Worthingham Fellow of the American Physical Therapy Association, the highest membership award in our profession. Personally, I've benefited from and valued Dr. Kapasi's knowledge of academic physical therapy. When I first heard of and thought of applying for the director position at Emory, I reached out to Zohair to learn more about Emory and his experiences here. His insights and description of the excellence and dedication of the faculty and the institution helped confirm my initial impressions that Emory is a special place with no limits on what we can achieve together. So I'm excited to hear Dr. Kapasi. Please join me in warmly welcoming Zohair.
Well, thank you for that kind introduction, George, Dean Wong, and faculty. Thank you for including me in today's celebration. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is a genuine honor to stand before the graduating class of Emory's Doctor of Physical Therapy program, a program I care deeply and one that I had the privilege of leading. I've watched the profession grow in stature and complexity over many years, and I can tell you without hesitation that the people sitting in these chairs today represents its very best future. First, congratulations to all the graduates. You should be enormously proud. You have survived 3 years of one of the most demanding doctoral programs in healthcare, a program that will have you gait training a patient in the morning, arguing the biomechanics of the hip in the afternoon, and somehow finding time to eat a real meal somewhere in between. I've noticed that DPT students spend 3 years learning to fix other people's aches and pains while quietly accumulating a few of their own. You're probably the most highly educated group of people in this room who are also in desperate need of a good physical therapist. The fact you're here today, alert in caps and gowns, is itself a minor miracle. I'm also mindful, as every graduation speaker must be, that I stand between you and your diploma. Cartoonist Gary Trudeau once observed that commencement speeches were invented largely in the belief that outgoing students should never be released into the world until they have been properly sedated. I intend to resist that tradition. I'll be brief. I have 5 lessons to share with you, 5 things that ring true to me as I look back the road I have traveled. And I promise we will be done in about 10 minutes. The first lesson is this: the only true security in life comes when you're moving forward. Your generation of physical therapists enters the profession at a genuinely interesting moment. Healthcare is changing faster than at any point in my career. Reimbursement models are shifting. Technology is reshaping how we document and even how we diagnose. And the demand for physical therapists has never been higher. You're not entering a stable, settled field. You're entering a field that is in motion. And that is actually the best possible place to apply this first lesson, because a field in motion rewards the people who keep pedaling. How do you keep a bicycle balanced? You pedal forward. Hold the bike stationary and it falls over. Life works the same way. As long as you're moving forward and aiming higher, you will find your balance. The minute you coast or go static, you wobble. One of the most powerful ways to keep moving is to keep learning. What this faculty has done over 3 years is not finish your education. They have given you the tools to begin it. That is why we call today's ceremony a commencement. I love flying, and I've traveled a great deal by air. There have been times when sitting on the tarmac, I look out the window and the sky is gray and it is raining. Then the plane takes off, climbs through the clouds, and at around 15,000 feet, the world changes completely. Blue sky, sunshine, and the clouds are below you, not above you. That image stays with me whenever life feels heavy. When someone is raining on your parade, you do not fight the rain. You climb higher. Einstein said it well. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. So when you feel stuck or insecure, set a new goal. Renew an old one and keep moving. The sunshine is there. You just have to climb to it. The second lesson, sow before you reap. This one was genuinely hard for me to learn. On a farm, the sequence is obvious. Plant the seed, water it, tend it, and then eventually you harvest. We all accept this. And yet, in our professional lives, we somehow expect it to work backwards. We want the raise before we put in the extra hours. We want the title before we take on the responsibility. About a year from now, many of you will have your first annual review. You'll be doing excellent work, and you may feel your compensation should reflect that before you go further. I understand that instinct, but the practice owner is not getting paid more by the insurer. The math does not work that way. What does work is this. If you invest yourself, build referral relationships, develop a specialty, bring something new to the practice, the revenues follow, and the recognition follows that. I did my MBA in my early 40s. A physician friend who had finished his just before me gave me a piece of advice I nearly ignored. He said, "Do not expect anything from this degree for at least 5 years." He was right. No raise came immediately, but new responsibilities did. I took them on. And 4 years after finishing that MBA, I was appointed director of Emory's DPT program. First sow, then reap. The farm never lies. Third lesson, take responsibility and make excellence a habit. I spent 6 months working at a research institute in Basel, Switzerland. The scientists there were driven by passion and their prospect of publications and recognition. But what struck me most were the technicians, Swiss workers on fixed salaries, no overtime pay, no fame to be won. And yet, if an experiment ran long on a Friday afternoon, they stayed, not grudgingly, with care. They simply considered it part of their job. Basel, Switzerland also taught me something about buses. Public transit in that city runs on published timetables, and the buses follow them. One afternoon, a bus arrived 3 minutes late. A Swiss commuter actually scolded the driver. 3 minutes. I watched that driver absorb the critique with obvious embarrassment, and I thought, that is what a culture of excellence looks like. It is not dramatic, it is just consistent. As physical therapist, you are now responsible for this profession, not just for your patients, but the field itself. I still hear colleagues complain about what the American Physical Therapy Association is or is not doing. And I always say the same thing. We are the association. No one is coming to fix our profession for us. Get involved now, not later. Renew your membership. Volunteer at your state chapter. You're not the future of this profession. You are its present. The fourth lesson is one I believe accounts for more of whatever success I've had than almost anything else. Learn to work with people. Here is the first thing to accept. People are not perfect, and they were never meant to be. I know that sounds obvious, but I have watched talented professionals derail their own careers because they could not forgive colleagues, supervisors, or systems for being imperfect. Save yourself the heartache early. People will disappoint you. Work with them anyway. The second thing, do not delay difficult conversations. The longer you wait to address a problem with a colleague or a patient, the worse it gets. Confronting someone does not have to mean conflict. Thomas Jefferson put it well when he said, to always handle things by their smooth handle. A calm, respectful conversation about a problem almost always goes better than you fear. Try it. And finally, I use a rule I call the 70-30 rule. If I can live with 70% of how an organization operates or how a relationship functions, I will bear the remaining 30%. I will try to improve it, but I will bear it. If that ratio flips and I cannot move the needle, then it is time to move on. Life is genuinely too short. As physical therapists, you are already skilled communicators. Your training demands it. Lean into that strength in every corner of your professional life. The fifth and final lesson is simply this. It's not about you. Get your ego out of it. President Truman said something I've never forgotten. It is amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit. The ancient Indian text, the Gita, teaches us that you have the right only to your action, not the fruits thereof. Do the work, do it well, release your grip on the outcome. My favorite fictional character is Sherlock Holmes. In one of the stories, a client worried aloud about being able to afford Sherlock Holmes' fees. Dr. Watson replied simply, "Do not worry about his fees. His work is its own reward." That line has stayed with me for decades. If you do your work as though it is its own reward, you will find that the rewards come anyway, as a quiet byproduct, and you will be far less bitter along the way. St. Francis of Assisi said, "Make me an instrument of thy peace." Let the music flow through you. Do not grip it so tightly that it stops. So there you are, 5 lessons from a road that I'm still traveling. Keep moving forward, sow before you reap, take responsibility and make excellence a habit, learn to work with people, and remember, it is not about you. You are entering a profession that will ask a great deal of you. It will also give you something that very few careers can, the daily knowledge that you made someone's life better. That is not just something, that is everything. Emory's DPT program has prepared you well. Now go show the world what that means. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kapasi, for your thoughtful remarks. We now come to the part of the ceremony that I know everyone has been eagerly awaiting, and that is the presentation of the diplomas to our graduates receiving their Doctor of Physical Therapy degree. So I'll just go over briefly as a reminder of the process. So I'll be assisted by my colleagues, Dr. Beth Davis, Dr. Peter Sprague, Ben Rogozinski, Jenny Sharp, and Sarah Caston. Graduates, when your row is called by Dr. Rogozinski, you will follow Dr. Sharp to line up in order on the right side of the stage. Dr. Davis will instruct you when to walk across the stage. Stop in the center of the stage where you'll be greeted by Dr. Sprague and myself. Hand your hood to Dr. Sprague, who again was selected by the students to do the hooding. Once your hooding is completed, you'll pick up your diploma cover and walk to the far end of the stage, where Miss Becky Stein, our photographer, will take a picture of you with your diploma. This photo is a small gift from our program to you and allows your family to remain seated and enjoy the moment instead of having to rush up to take a picture. You may then exit the stage to the left where you see Dr. Caston. Finally, and this is the hardest part, and it's okay if we don't totally follow it, we request that the audience please hold your jubilation and applause until all graduates have received their diploma. So, as is our custom, we'll proceed in alphabetical order with the dual degree students going first.
Good afternoon. I'm going to go a little off script just real quick, but since there's a new marshal in town, I don't think anybody's going to chase me off real quick. I wanted to say a few words. As you know, I am the Associate Director of Admissions, and each year I review literally hundreds of applications, including every single one of yours. I have dissected your transcripts. I have read your essays. I've listened to your interviews. And so in many ways, I've been part of this journey since the very beginning. So it's a very special moment for me to be involved, right, to see this very full circle moment. You submitted that application almost 4 years ago. And I know for a fact that many of you have had significant challenges along the way. I know that you've had moments that have tested your resolve. And I know for a fact that you've all had substantial growth, both academically, personally, professionally. And I speak on behalf of the entire faculty that is one of the most rewarding parts of our job, is to see you grow and evolve to the professionals that you are today. So as you wait for me to call your name, I'm going to encourage that you harness your inner Sarah Blanton and have a little reflection. Think about how far you've come since you submitted that essay and that application 4 years ago. And most importantly, be proud. Be proud of your accomplishments. We certainly are. Will the first row of students please rise and come forward? Until they go down. Andronita Janae A. Harrison. Recipient of the Zohair F. Kapasi Award for Excellence in Leadership. Deval Harris. Recipient of the Excellence in Service Award. Kyle Hogg. Rodney Oldham, Jr. John Ryan. Bria Catherine Williams. Lily Amalé. Henry Aspill. Recipient of the Pamela Catlin Award for Excellence in Critical Inquiry, graduating with highest honors. Jiho Beck. Desiree Beecham. Recipient of the Director's Award for Excellence in Growth Mindset. Madison Britt. Recipient of the Francis A. Curtis Excellence in Community Service Award. Will the next row of graduates please rise and come forward? Anna Case. Peyton Cisco. We're good. Joaquin Del Pino. Shinua Dung. Justin Droutman. Sage Dial. Amber Fisher. Graduating with honors. Sydney Gilbert. Love you too. Kirsten Hales. Camille Hoke. Recipient of the Frank S. Blanton Humanities and Rehabilitation Scholar Award. Recipient of the Johnny Morgan Award for Excellence in Clinical Science. Graduating with highest honors. Tyler Huffman. Recipient of the Pamela Catlin Award for Excellence in Critical Inquiry. Sway Iman Morales. Well, you're in the wrong spot, I guess. Olivia Island. Graduating with honors. That's my one. Will the next row of graduates please rise and come forward? She got married, and they kept her in the same slot because she was away. Yeah, she changed her last name, so I think they put her in the same slot. Huh? Yeah. We'll get it. Mackenzie Kennedy. Graduating with highest honors. Neil Dawson Kuba. Sophie Lebergern. Graduating with highest honors. Jessica Lindsay. Recipient of the Johnny Morgan Award for Excellence in Clinical Science, graduating with honors. Brooke Martin. Megan McCorkle. Graduating with highest honors. Dose. Sway Iman Morales. Grant Norman. Graduating with highest honors. Esther Yu Yun Park. Spencer Parsons. Devani Patel. Aaliyah Peel. Recipient of the Susan J. Herdman Award for Excellence in Clinical Practice. Luke Praka. Will the next row of graduates please rise and come forward? Abby Rich. Jessica Rinker. Michaela Rogers. Juan Ross Perkins. Mike Renata Saenz Delviar. Elisa Sanchez. Graduating with highest honors. Rachel Siegel. Graduating with highest honors. Bhavani Selva. Kyungpil So. Recipient of the Director's Award for Excellence in Growth Mindset. Taylor Sterling. Tien Sun. Will the next row of graduates please rise and come forward? Kadzovi Anj Toku. Recipient of the Director's Award for Academic Excellence. Lauren Turner. Graduating with highest honors. Talea Vaughns. Isabella Vazirani. Siobhan Wheeler. Recipient of the Ian H. Tobin Scholarship Award, graduating with honors. Caitlin Whitehead. Graduating with highest honors. Deja Williams. Recipient of the Zohair F. Kapasi Award for Excellence in Leadership. Michaela Yentz. Graduating with highest honors. Mingtong Zhang. Graduating with honors. It is my absolute privilege and honor to recognize and be the first to congratulate you as doctors of physical therapy for the class of 2026.
Again, on behalf of the faculty and staff, congratulations to the Doctor of Physical Therapy class from Emory University of 2026. We're proud to welcome you to the profession as our colleagues. The class of 2026 nominated two of their peers, Dr. Nita Harrison and Dr. Siobhan Wheeler, to offer their remarks on behalf of the class of 2026. It is now my pleasure to invite the class speakers, first Dr. Harrison, then followed by Dr. Wheeler.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please excuse my voice. I screamed a little too loud once I found out I passed my board exam. First, I want to give honor to God, who is the head of my life, because I know without him, I would not be standing here on today. I also want to say a special thank you to my husband, my family, and my friends. Y'all, I'm finally done with school. Thank you all so much for being here. And to our faculty mentors, thank you for guiding us, challenging us, and shaping us into the clinicians that we are becoming. We are very grateful for each of you. But I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to say thank you to this class, the class of 2026. About a year into physical therapy school, 6 of us stepped away from our original class to pursue the MBA program, not fully knowing what it would look like when we came back. And when we did come back, we walked into a new class, this class, unsure of where we would fit. But from day one, you all didn't just make space. You welcomed us with open arms, and that moment meant more than we'll ever realize. Now, before we go any further, I want us to take a moment, not a rushed moment, not a distracted moment, but a real moment to just sit in this, to breathe it in, to feel what this moment actually means. Because for many of us, this didn't just start a few years ago. Think back to the applications, the essays, the uncertainty, the waiting. Think back to the moment you got accepted into Emory University. That feeling, that excitement. And now, look at you. You made it. You did it. And I hope more than anything that we do not take this moment for granted. Because today, we are not just graduating. We are becoming alum of one of the top physical therapy programs in the nation. As the kids would say, we're the birthday. And that doesn't just come with pride, it comes with responsibility. We have made it to the end, but the truth is, this isn't the end. This is the beginning of early mornings that do not come with the syllabus, the beginning of decisions that don't have answer choices, the beginning of lives placed in our hands, not as students, but as clinicians. And if the last few years have taught us anything, it's this: we are ready. Not because it was easy, not because we had it all figured out, but because we kept showing up. We showed up on the days we were exhausted. We showed up on the days we were overwhelmed. We showed up on the days we questioned if we even belonged here. Because the truth is, there were moments we didn't think we would make it, moments we felt stretched beyond what we thought we could handle, yet we still found a way forward. Moments trying to learn the brachial plexus in anatomy, wrapping our heads around rolls and glides in kines, studying sputum colors, ABGs, and heart rhythms in GMC. And let's not forget clinicals, showing up early, staying late, all for free. But even in those moments, we kept going. And that is something that we should be proud of. I hope that we don't take this moment lightly, because none of us made it here alone. There are people in this room who prayed for us, who supported us, who sacrificed for us, even when we didn't see it. So to our families, our friends, and our loved ones, this moment is yours too. As we sit in this moment, I just want you to think about everything it took to get here. The long nights, the early mornings, the setbacks, the wins, the moments that stretched you, the moments that almost broke you. And just for a second, be proud of that. And now, here we are, not just as graduates, but as clinicians, as leaders, as people who are ready to make an impact. So as we step into this next chapter, I want to leave us with 3 things. First, stay grounded. Never lose sight of who you are and what brought you here. There was a reason that you chose this path, a reason that you kept going. Hold on to that, because it will carry you on the days that this work feels heavy. Second, remain growing. Keep learning, keep challenging yourself, and don't become comfortable. And third, stay connected to your impact. Every patient you encounter is trusting you with the moment that they didn't choose. And the way you show up for them, it matters more than you think. So yes, we made it to the end, but more importantly, we are just getting started. So go forward with confidence, lead with compassion, and never forget, we were called to this. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Can't see the words, so just give me a second. How special is this? And I'm not talking about becoming doctors of physical therapy Although that is something incredibly amazing on its own, it's the reason why we're here today. What's really special about this day is that we get to do it together. Together with people who are no longer strangers, with people who are not only classmates, but now dear friends, and after today, new colleagues. Achieving something like earning the title DPT is something exceptional, but getting to do it with other people, with a group as special as this one by your side along the way, is something even more extraordinary. I've heard a lot of stories of some CIs saying they only talk to a few people from their DPT class, or maybe none at all, and hearing that always broke my heart because our class is not like that. We may have our smaller pods, yes, but as a whole, we are one complete family, a home away from home. And when you bring a unique group of people with various backgrounds and interests together like that, and they do it so seamlessly, you know you have something special. If those of you visiting here today, and I thank you so much for doing so, are not fully grasping the culture of this class you have come to celebrate today, let me try to help you to better understand. Being a part of this class means becoming best friends with someone who you feel like you've known forever, but have only just met and know you will have in your life for many years to come. Being part of this class means spending a couple hours in the hot evening sun after an 8 to 5 day of classes to help a classmate complete their track workout with some extra support. Being part of this class means coming together to send a care package to one of our own when they are not doing well. Being part of this class means welcoming and accepting new additions to the class as if they've been our very own from the start. Being part of this class means being there for one another during the hard times, personal and academic, the times that challenge us the most, that might require us to thug it out, and to maybe even do a little bit of trauma bonding. But being part of this class also means that you have a whole group of people to celebrate with too. Every high moment, every finished exam, every completed practical, and every completion of another semester. Being part of this class means we work hard, but we have fun, and we play hard too. And being part of this class means coming together to do another intramural sport, regardless of how many intramural shirts we might already have. But being part of this class also means being so overwhelmed with love, care, and gratitude for those around you that you can't help but start tearing up when you're in a spin class filled with your friends being taught by your very own. I mean, at least that's what being part of this Emory 2026 DPT class has meant to me. Sorry. I hope that helped all of you visitors to better comprehend what a special and unique group of people you are celebrating today. I have said it so much over the last week and a half as we have waited for boards results to come out, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing me say it. But this class is so incredibly smart and so immensely talented. I know that to be a fact because not only are we sitting here, not only because we're sitting here today getting ready to become some doctors, but because I've had the privilege and blessing of getting to know, grow, learn, play, and live with each of them over the last 3 years. Being able to feel the way I do about this group as their classmate and friend makes me feel so excited. Excited for every single patient they will ever encounter. Just being in their presence alone makes you believe in yourself that much more. It makes you believe that you are able to achieve more than you ever thought or imagined you could. And in return, it makes you feel the exact same way about them. The world is our oyster, 26. And there isn't a single thing that we can't do. We are so capable of so much more than we think. We need only to remember to push ourselves out of our comfort zone to do so. Class of 26, I thank God more times than you know that you were the bunch I got to experience this program with, and I would not have it any other way. And I'm going to say this one last time so you really hear it and you take it with you. You are all so amazing and so talented, and I genuinely hope each of you believes that about yourself. You've already achieved so many incredible accomplishments and experiences just to get to this moment here today, and there is no doubt in my mind that you will continue to achieve and experience amazing things in the years to come. And don't you worry about when the road gets hard again, because it will, but when it does, you'll be ready and able to take it on without a problem, because you've already conquered and endured so many hard seasons to get here too. Class of 26, you will forever have a place in my heart, and I cannot fully express how proud I am of us for getting to this moment here together, and I hope you're proud of yourselves too. Congratulations. Now let's have a day. Thank you.
Thank you again. Thank you, Dr. Harrison and Dr. Wheeler, for your remarks. I knew before your remarks that you were an amazing class, and that just brings it back home. And I'm really excited for all of you, and excited for the patients and clients you're going to work with, that you're going to bring your skill and compassion to help them improve their lives. Now I'd like to welcome DPT faculty member Dr. Jenny Sharp, who's also an alumna of the program, to greet you on behalf of Emory's Alumni Association.
Esteemed Emory DPT graduates, as a proud alum of this program, it is truly my pleasure to welcome you to the Emory alumni community. Today is an incredible milestone, one that felt far away at times, yet somehow arrived so quickly. While your time as students may feel like it flew by, aside from a few long study hours and maybe early clinical mornings, today marks something much bigger, the beginning of your lifelong connection to this profession and to Emory. From this point forward, you carry the title of Emory PT alum, a distinction that reflects not only where you trained, but the standard you represent. You are also joining a remarkable network of nearly 2,000 Emory physical therapy alumni. Clinicians, educators, researchers, and leaders who are shaping the profession in meaningful ways every day. I'd like to take a moment to recognize those that came before you. So if you are an Emory physical therapy alum here today, and again, not the ones that just got their diplomas, I'd like you to stand to take a moment to be recognized. Thank you. We appreciate the example that you have set. Now, class of 2026, let's have you have a turn. So can you please rise so we can applaud you? Class of 2026, you may be seated. It is my honor to welcome you as the newest members of the Emory PT alumni community. No matter where your journey takes you, clinic, hospital, research lab, or somewhere you haven't even imagined, know that a part of Emory will always stay with you in how you practice, how you lead, and how you care for your patients and support your colleagues. You leave here well prepared. You are ready, not just to treat patients, but to make a meaningful impact. This program has equipped you not only with knowledge and clinical skills, but with the judgment, resilience, and perspective required to lead and to adapt to a constantly evolving healthcare environment. As you move forward, I encourage you to stay connected, not just in name, but in action. Support the program, mentor future students, and remain engaged in the profession. The strength of this community depends on each of you. So, keep in touch, stay involved, come visit, and let us cheer you on as you continue to do amazing things. On behalf of the entire Emory PT community, congratulations. We are proud of you, and we look forward to all that you will continue to accomplish.
Thank you, Dr. Sharp. Now we are nearing the end of our ceremony. Graduates, I would like to offer you the opportunity to stand and applaud your family and friends who have supported you during your education and are celebrating you again today. Please stand. I would also like to offer the class of 2026 the opportunity to applaud the faculty and staff who worked tirelessly to provide the best educational experience possible. You may be seated. And now I would like to take the final opportunity to allow us all to congratulate the Doctor of Physical Therapy graduates of the class of 2026. Now, for my last procedural note, after the benediction, please remain standing while the platform party recesses from the stage, followed by the faculty and then graduates. Guests of the graduates may exit after that. We would like to invite everyone to enjoy some light refreshments as you leave the chapel today. Graduates, please assemble outside so we may take your class picture and your regalia. And now please stand and join me in welcoming again Rabbi Jordan Bronning to offer the benediction, closing the ceremony for the Doctor of Physical Therapy class of 2026. Please stand.
In the space of this benediction, I wanted to share a poem by one of my favorite poets, Ada Limon, the former poet laureate of the United States. I actually read this poem here last year, which none of you would have known, except that I just told you. But it's that good that I wanted to share it again. It's called The Raincoat. When the doctor suggested surgery and a brace for all my youngest years, my parents scrambled to take me to massage therapy, deep tissue work, osteopathy, and soon my crooked spine unspooled a bit. I could breathe again and move more in a body unclouded by pain. My mom would tell me to sing songs to her the whole 45-minute drive to Middle Two Rock Road and 45 minutes back from physical therapy. She'd say that even my voice sounded unfettered by my spine afterwards. So I sang and sang because I thought she liked it. I never asked her what she gave up to drive me or how her day was before this chore. Today, at her age, I was driving myself home from yet another spine appointment, singing along to some maudlin but solid song on the radio, and I saw a mom take her raincoat off and give it to her young daughter when a storm took over the afternoon. My God, I thought, my whole life I've been under her raincoat, thinking it was somehow a marvel that I never got wet. So now I'll end with these words of blessing. May we all have the ability to properly thank those in our lives who have kept us dry. Grant us the ability to shield those we know and those we love from life's storms. And may we soon realize that our only hope in these tempestuous times is to be together, to offer each other shelter and care and kindness. And let us say, Amen.